Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. You're watching Bracket Week presented by Kubota. Ready to go in the first semifinal of the night in the Mountain West tournament between the number 4 seed Wyoming and the top seeded Boise State Broncos. Alongside Steve Lapis, Evan Washburn, I'm Andrew Catalan, and we are underway with Boise State controlling the opening tip.
And what we're going to see is both teams like to play almost all man-to-man. This Boise State team very physical, and this Cowboys team likes to post up a ton.
Emmanuel Acott had the hot hand yesterday in the quarterfinal win over Nevada. 22 points, but his first shot today is off the mark. Broncos convert here with Malad and Armouche.
If he gets to that left hand inside, he can be very tough. Now, Graham Ike, the big man for Wyoming, is so important. He doesn't want to get in foul trouble. He got in some foul trouble yesterday, and that hurt them, especially in the first half.
Maldonado cleans it up off the glass. And just like yesterday, there are a lot of Wyoming fans who made the trip to Las Vegas. You can make a case there were more Wyoming fans than UNLV fans yesterday. Key jab from the outside.
And this is not a great three-point shooting team for Boise State. Leon Rice has had some great ones. This one averages about 7.5 a game. Key job, a good shooter.
These two teams met twice during the regular season, with each team winning at home.
And you'll see a guy like Maldonado, he will back his man down. Kid averages 18 a game and only has made 18 threes on the season. That is hard for a guard to do nowadays.
And we have a late night wedgie in Vegas. Compliments of Jeremiah Odin as we take a look at the starting lineups. Brought to you by Kubota. And Graham Ike had a big game against Boise State in Laramie. 33 points and 10 rebounds. And we mentioned Acott yesterday. Team high 22 against Nevada, including 4 three-pointers. Odin fires it up again, and the rebound is grabbed by Armouche.
And one thing about Boise State, they're one of the top defensive teams in the country. They get 80% of their defensive rebounds, one of the best at that in the nation.
Acott, nice dish, and Armouche with the foul.
And this is what happens when there's dribble penetration. Odin was not able to keep him in front. Nobody slides in front of him. Ike comes over to help. Nobody helps him, and Armouche gets the layup.
Foul was on Odin. That's his first. And now the senior from Serbia, Mladen Armouche, who's at the free throw line. And he completes the three-point play.
There's nothing more important in basketball than containing the dribble. Once you get beat off the dribble, bad things are going to happen.
Boise State, the outright league champions. They have tied a school record with their 25 wins this season. It's been done 2 other times as Ike is off the mark.
Yeah, he struggled last night, and he gets the ball in that kind of position a lot. And normally makes most of them, but last night he really struggled.
Good matchup here. Maldonado defending Kejab. Kejab puts it up, and he wins that battle. Good start for the Broncos, out to a 10-2 lead.
And this is what they do. They back down.
And Ike scores.
52% from the field, averages 20 points a game. One of the best scorers in the nation.
And Jeff Linder thought there should have been a foul against Ike as well. Our officiating crew, David Hall, Michael Irving, and Larry Spalding. Kejab halfway down and out, and Ike with the rebound.
And neither one of these teams is going to push a fast pace. They'll run when they have it, but their tempo, both of them, pretty slow.
Dussel hit a big 3 yesterday against Nevada with 30 seconds left. And then Boise State was able to hold on and survive a last-second shot attempt by the Wolfpack.
And Dussel only played 19 minutes yesterday. He was in some serious foul trouble.
This is that 3, and Abu Kejab with the weak side rebound.
And one thing you'll see about Boise State, they don't really have a pure point guard. Kejab and Acott kind of
Moose squeezes in for 2 more.
Boy, they're getting beat in the paint pretty bad right now, but I was saying Acott and Kijab, they kind of share the point guard duties for Boise State.
Armouche had 6 points yesterday in the quarters. He already has 7 tonight. And Maldonado connects.
You know, the one guy, they doubled Graham Ike that time. He looked opposite, and they left the one guy alone you can't leave alone, which is Maldonado cutting to the basket.
Amazing, Steve. Both these teams looked a little tentative in the first game of the tournament yesterday. We're already seeing in the first 4 minutes, everyone's a little bit looser now. They've had a game under their belt.
Yeah, there's no doubt these guys right now are playing.
Acott will slow it down. Transfer from Arizona. Over to the freshman Tyson Degenhardt. His 3 won't go, and Drake Jeffries with the rebound.
And it's going to be interesting to see how Boise State decides to guard the post-ups of Maldonado and Ike. No double.
Ike spins on Armouche and hits again.
And I agree with Jeff Lindner that time. That was a foul. He got hit on the hand that time.
He is working Larry Spalding, one of the officials tonight.
And one thing about Ike, he's taken over 218 free throws this year, one of the most fouled guys in the country.
Kijab's 3 won't go, and Boise State is 1 of 5 from deep to begin this game. Jeffries had it taken away. Shaver with great speed comes the other way. Kijab will launch again and hit. Kijab with his second 3, just a 27% three-point shooter.
You know, Kijab and Acott, what makes them so tough is they're big. They're 6'7", they're strong, they're physical guys. A big reason why Boise State, one of the best defensive teams from the three-point line in the country.
Out of bounds, and we have a timeout. For those of you watching on the CBSSports.com stream, our streaming coverage will conclude after the commercial break, but we'll continue on CBS Sports Network. You are watching Bracket Week, presented by Kubota. At the Mountain West Tournament, semifinal night, Friday night in Vegas. Boise State out to a good start against Wyoming. And courtside with Steve Lapis, I'm Andrew Catalon. We'll hear from Evan Washburn coming up. Bit of a surprise that the top 4 seeds all advance to the semifinals.
That's what the balance in the Mountain West has been like this year. But you know what? All 4 of these teams, the chalk that made it to the semis, they all could have lost yesterday in tough games. It came down to the last 2-3 possessions of the game. So this game, very, very competitive.
And what's at stake for Wyoming here? Right now, our Jerry Palm has them in the NCAA tournament field as a 10 seed. If they were to lose this game, how do you think that affects their tournament chances?
I think they're still in because it won't be a bad loss. I think they're in. Now, here's what I will tell you. I would bet a lot that they're in. I wouldn't bet my life that they're in.
3 ball on the way for Wenzel. It won't go. And the rebound to Kijab, who's off to a great start.
You know, they're worried about some things going on in the Atlantic 10 and the ACC with Virginia Tech. There's some things out there that can really kind of mess up where they are.
Right now, Jerry Palm has 4 teams in the Mountain West, the top 4 seeds, all in the NCAA tournament field.
And they weren't rooting for Texas A&M today either to beat Auburn, I can tell you that.
Big win there. Ike had it rejected by Lucas Milner. Cowboy fans wanted to travel. Here's Max Rice for 3. And Ike is able to grab it. Second rebound for Ike.
And this is what Wyoming does. They will walk it up. You know, if you're looking, they post up 30% of the time. There's nobody in the country that's even close to posting up 30% of their offense.
Shot clock down to 6. Maldonado feeds Ike. Turnaround jumper, no good, and the rebound to Najee Smith.
He missed a ton of those baseline jumpers on that block yesterday.
And he finished with a double-double, 11 points, 13 rebounds, but he was 4 of 14 shooting in the win over UNLV.
Him and Maldonado together, 9 for 27 from the field. UNLV did about as good a job on those two guys as you can and still lost.
Milner playing aggressively, and he's called for a foul. Here's a closer look at the Wyoming NCAA tournament resume. They're currently number 44 in the net, 3 quad 1 victories, and they do have wins over Colorado State and Boise State, who are both projected to be in the tournament field.
And here's the crazy thing. Yesterday they were 4-4 in quad 1, but they lost a quad 1 win because of other things that happened around the country that affected those people's schedules.
They have not been to the NCAA tournament since 2015. That was the only time they won the Mountain West Tournament Championship. Meanwhile, Boise State not only has never won a Mountain West Tournament title, they have never been to the championship game. They're 0-3 all time in the semifinal round.
No double on Maldonado.
And a foul is called on Degenhart. And Leon Rice does not agree.
And now you just got a good glimpse of what Hunter Maldonado loves to do.
Timeout on the floor, and Boise State leads it 15-8.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Kubota. Together we do more. By AT&T 5G. Fast, reliable, and secure. And by Rove. Don't weaken.
Welcome back to Vegas here with Boise State head coach Leon Rice. Coach obviously upset here with that last call and just defending that from Maldonado is a challenge, I imagine.
Is that a question? I haven't. I don't know. I don't know what to. Yeah, it's a challenge, no doubt. And you know, there's nothing I can say about the ref. I mean, that's a trick question, Evan.
How do you feel about the offense and the way you guys start offense?
We're moving the ball great. We're sharing it together. We're setting each other up. That's the you know, if we do that, we're going to be good offensive all night long.
Coach, thank you.
Thanks.
Hey, every time we catch Leon, we don't catch him at the best moments. He's a great guy. We haven't caught him at the best moments for sure.
I'm not sure what's going on here, guys. I think that there's a call happening every time I'm set up. For the under 12 is set, by the way, for all those out there.
Ev, I think that if he did say something, you were going to be responsible for the fine that he would have gotten. You were leading him right there.
It's going to affect my flight status going back.
Hey, you better believe it.
All right, 15-9, inside 12 to go in the first half. And a turnover by Boise State. That was a problem yesterday, 16 against Nevada.
And it was a problem for Wyoming also. They had 17 in their game, and they only averaged about 10.7 a game, one of the better ones in the country. So both these teams turned it over a lot yesterday.
Hunter Thompson on the floor for Wyoming, senior from Pine Bluffs, Wyoming. Here's Maldonado. 3 is short, and Degenhart with the rebound.
And Hunter Thompson, he's the opposite of EK. He can shoot threes, the big kid. He won't post up. Now they'll have 5 guys out.
P-Jab bounces it to Smith for 3.
Wow, they're getting it done offensively from all kinds of places.
Boise State already with 3 threes. Meanwhile, Wyoming is 0 of 6 from deep.
And Wyoming's got a guy like Drake Jeffries, who's the leading three-point shooter in the league, percentage-wise.
Shot clock down to 4. Maldonado on the baseline, has to put one up. Short.
That was really, really good defense that time by Smith. Made him shoot a fadeaway jumper and didn't let him get to the basket.
Shaver off balance, jumper won't go. Shaver battling a non-COVID illness this week. As we told you yesterday, he flew to Las Vegas separate from the team. Foul called on Noah Reynolds, the freshman who really gave Jeff Linder a nice spark off the bench yesterday with Maldonado in some foul trouble. Reynolds went for 7 points in 14 minutes.
Yeah, he played great in the first half. He kept them that lead. They had a 9-10 point lead with those two. When Ike and Maldonado went out, they were able to maintain that at halftime.
Abu Kujab will get a breather. He's got 8 early points for Boise State. First time the Broncos have won an outright conference title since the 87-88 season when they won the Big Sky. Armouche. Good battle down low, and how about the defense from Ike? Possession arrow favors Boise State.
Yeah, I thought that was good defense. Armouche didn't think so. He thought he was fouled. You're going to see Ike there hold his ground, and Armouche initiated that contact and went into him, so I think that was a good call by the officials.
Shot clock at 6. Acott with Maldonado all over him, and that shot won't go.
Backing down a big guy.
Wyoming shooting just 25% here in the first half.
Boise State's half-court defense has been very, very good. Nothing open here.
Jeffries deep 3. Ike is fouled, going for the offensive rebound.
One thing I can tell you about Ike, he will plant himself in the middle of that lane, and he's a big, strong kid. He's very hard to get out of. He's got long arms. You got to do your boxing out on Ike very early, because if he gets in that lane with both feet, it's going to be hard to push out on when the rebounds come.
Jeffries another 3 on the way, and this one will go. Team leading 90th 3 of the year.
Yeah, he makes almost 3 a game. He shoots 42%. Tremendous three-point shooter.
First 3 of the night for Wyoming. They had missed their first 7. Shaver could not answer.
You know, Shaver started slow yesterday, and he played great in the second half.
Yeah, got a lot done at the free throw line. 9 out of 10 yesterday for Shaver. Ike spinning, scoring. And again, Wyoming looking for a foul.
I think he got fouled.
And here come the Cowboy fans. Smith's 3 won't go, and a lot of momentum right now on Wyoming's side. Jeffries locates Wenzel, catch and shoot 3. It's good! An 8-0 run for Wyoming.
Wenzel played great yesterday, had 12 points in that game.
Barrel Man is feeling it right now.
A lot of Wyoming people in here.
Smith with a big 3 to quiet the crowd.
Wow, Smith. I mean, this guy can shoot it. 32% on the year. He's made 17 come into this game, but he got 2 already here.
Played AAU with Max Rice, his current Boise State teammate and the son of head coach Leon Rice, and a turnover by Wyoming.
Great defense by Armouche. He came way out to deny Ike the ball.
Kujab at the scorer's table set the check in.
Ooh,
that's a charge. Drake Jeffries has to be careful. He came running in. And a charge is called.
They have not been calling those first bumps, and that's when we have a problem like that.
Motions running high here in Vegas. 6:58 to go, first half. And the Broncos lead by 4.
Welcome back to the Thomas and Back here with Wyoming head coach Jeff Linder. Coach, emotional start to this one, but the momentum seemed to shift your way the last few minutes. What changed?
Well, we started getting some stops. I mean, early on, I mean, we weren't very tough, a little soft, a little, just wasn't good enough. And a team like that, they'll make you pay. Now, you gotta live with some of those shots they're making, give them credit for making shots, but we gotta make them miss.
Coach, thank you.
Thank you.
And Jeff Linder goes way back with Leon Rice at Boise State. Linder, an assistant for 6 years under Rice with the Broncos, went to the NCAA tournament in 2015. We had a long chat with Leon Rice before the game, and he was telling us just how close him and Jeff have been over the years, play golf together, and must be a little strange to go against your former assistant.
Yeah, oh, definitely. You know, I never did, but it has to be.
And a turnover by Wyoming.
I don't know how strange it is for Nick Saban. He's only lost once to his former assistants.
Belichick does pretty good against his assistants, too. Leon Rice now in his 12th season at Boise State, and he won the Mountain West Coach of the Year award for the second time in his tenure. Key jab with a bucket.
That's what he did yesterday so many times. Drive to the basket.
Boise started 4 out of 5, but now they're just 5 for their last 14. Meanwhile, Wyoming has made 3 in a row. Maldonado for 3. And Armouche was complaining to the official after that play, and the official, Michael Irving, said, get down the other end of the floor. So both teams chirping a little bit here.
Yeah, it's been definitely a little chippy.
Shaver in the paint, and he gets it to go. He had missed his first 3 shots. That's his first bucket tonight. Good battle down low. Armouche and Ike fighting for position. And the ball goes out of bounds to Boise State.
Take a look at this drive here by Kejab. You're going to see, number one, you got to play him here. Because once he starts driving here, now Odin is stuck. He doesn't know if he should go here or help. Instead, he goes back to his man. Kejab gets a layup.
Kejab already with 10 points. He had 11 in yesterday's quarterfinal win against Nevada.
You know, Andrew, you don't really see a lot of good teams that don't have a real point guard. And it's amazing that Akot and Kejab just take turns bringing the ball up and playing point guard. Neither one's got a great assist-to-turnover ratio, but Boise State has gotten away with these 2 guys getting it done for them.
Shaver hobbling a little bit on his way down the floor and appears to be grimacing in some pain. Max Rice at the scorers table for Boise State.
Armouche came out to help on Drake Jeffries there, or he was making a 3.
Jeffries drives. They swing it to Maldonado, fakes the 3, and the shot clock expires.
Got to shoot that.
Make sure to tune in to the 2022 Reese's College All-Star Game presented by Walmart. It's April 1st, live at 4:30 Eastern. Steve Lapis will be on the call right here on CBS Sports Network.
Yeah, I mean, Maldonado, of all people, has got the ball in his hands. He's got an open 3 with the clock winding down. I know he doesn't like shooting 3s, but he's got to take that.
Kejab's rejected by Odin.
I like Odin. This kid is long, he's athletic.
Numbers the other way. Odin connects.
And he's going to be a much better. He's a 32% three-point shooter now, but someday, I'll tell you what, he's going to be a good player.
Told you Shaver was grimacing. He's out of the game right now and getting stretched out by the trainer. Max Rice has taken his place on the floor for Boise State. Akot on the wing with 5 to shoot. Out to Kejab, a 3 is good. How about Kejab? That's his 3rd triple of the half.
You know, yesterday it was Akot. Today it's Kejab.
Largest lead of the night for Boise State. They're up by 9.
They've been so good offensively, and their calling card really is the defensive end. They've been good down here, too. There comes the double.
Ike. 8 points and 3 rebounds for Ike. There's Shaver still trying to get right over on the Boise State bench. And a timeout is called by the Broncos. 28-21 with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Back in Vegas, coming up, AT&T at the half. What a crew this is. Adam Zucker, Wally Zerbiak, Chris Walker, John Rothstein, Jerry Palm, all in studio for a look around college basketball. Highlights, stats, all coming up on AT&T at the half. Speaking of JR, John Rothstein, this is March. How about the 1 seeds to lose today? What a list this is, Lap.
Yeah, I mean, it's a heck of a list. Texas A&M is definitely blowing somebody, some bubble team, maybe Rutgers. I don't think Wyoming is blowing somebody out of the water. And, you know, if you're a 1 seed in these mid-major tournaments, it's brutal. Where it's a 1-bid league, you got to win. I've been there, lost at the buzzer at Manhattan. We won 25 games, and it was not fun. And then how about Providence going down to Creighton big today? Creighton playing without Ryan Nembhard, who was the Rookie of the Year in the Big East. That's an unbelievable win for Greg McDermott.
Big time win. Degenhardt for 3. Boise State with 5 threes in the first half. But Wyoming is within 7.
Given a lot of help.
Oh, great defense by Rice. Rice to Kejab, and he's fouled. What a play by Max Rice.
Yeah, it was a great play by Max Rice, and also it was a really good pass into Kejab right there. He denies that wing pass. Boise State normally more of a contained defensive team. Don't make a lot of steals. Get one there.
Foul is on Xavier Dussel. That's his first. And it sends Kejab to the line. Kejab played well in both meetings against Wyoming in the regular season. He had 26 at Wyoming. And then in the win at home, he scored the final 7 points for the Broncos, finishing with 18 on the night. Kejab already with 14 tonight. That matches his season average. (30-21). And Kellen Moore, the former Boise State QB and now the offensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys, is here. He was here yesterday as well. Developed a good friendship with Leon Rice and rooting for his alma mater here in Vegas. Odin. Oh, it goes! How did that happen?
That went over the top of the backboard just about. Unbelievable shot by Odin.
2 minutes to go, first half. Rice comes off a screen, wanted to get one up, but it was tightly defended by Jeffries. Rice in the paint over Jeffries.
They could have called an offensive foul there on Rice.
Offensive rebound, Armouche counted and one. And he's all fired up.
This is some shot that literally went off the top of the backboard. And then Armouche has a good call and one.
Armouche already with 9 points and 5 rebounds. The foul was on Ike, that's his first. And Armouche in double figures for just the 10th time this year.
He's a tough kid, and he finishes around the basket.
His nickname is the Beast, and he looks beastly, doesn't he?
Yeah, hey.
And a foul. is going to go against Boise State and Najee Smith. And that's his second.
Bottom line right now, Andrew, is Wyoming has not been able to stop Boise State offensively.
Giselle for three, it won't go, and another rebound for Armouche.
And they haven't been great in the half court either. And normally one of the best half court offensive teams in the country.
Wyoming really struggling from deep, 2 for 11 from the outside. Key-jab, not this time. Loose ball scooped up by Armouche. And he goes right up and in. Everybody thought they were gonna kick it out, and he just scored.
Yeah, they thought he was kicking it out.
Timeout, Wyoming. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Armouche has got a dozen tonight. Broncos have scored the last 5 points in this one as they try to become the 5th team to become outright winners of the regular season title and also win the Mountain West tournament title. San Diego State did it twice, including last year, New Mexico back in 2013, and Nevada in 2017.
You know, right now, that's 5 for 12 from 3 for Boise State's the difference in the game. And the thing about it is Wyoming is top 50 in the nation in defending three-point shots. Haven't defended it at all in this game.
Maldonado, deep three. And a foul is called, and that's going to go on Ike, and that's going to be his second.
Well, he's definitely got to come out now with 37 seconds to go. And, you know, Maldonado, he does not want to shoot threes. It's clear.
He's 0 for 3 tonight.
If you can get him in a half to attempt 3 threes, you're playing really good defense on him because you're keeping him from away from what he wants to do, which is get inside, post up, and drive it.
For Boise State, Armouche and Key-jab have combined to score 27 points. The rest of the team is just 3 for 14. Smith, tough two.
Well, Smith has really been great.
10 seconds left and a half that Boise State has taken over down the stretch. Maldonado with 3. They got to put one up. They're not aware of it. And what a disappointing end to the half for Wyoming.
Unbelievable defense by Boise State. They've done everything. They played great on offense, made threes, passed the ball, and on defense, they've been spectacular in the half court.
So with Kellen Moore in attendance, his Broncos are up 2 touchdowns on Wyoming as we send it over to Evan.
Well, Coach, I'm going to have a better question here and better times. Largest lead of that first half right now. What are you most pleased with?
Well, our effort and energy on the defensive end, and then the way we're moving the ball and attacking the glass. Those were all the keys to the game for us, and we're just doing a great job with that.
How have Armouche and Key-jab really dominated things offensively?
Well, on the boards, first of all, with Armouche, and then he's hand-to-hand combat with 33. Okay, he's a load down there, and those two are 2 bulls going at it.
Leon, thanks.
Thanks.
Boise State 17-1 this year when leading at the half. They closed the half on a 7-0 run. Coming up next, we'll send you to New York. It's AT&T at the half. You are watching Bracket Week, presented by Kubota. You are watching Bracket Week presented by Kubota. At the half, Boise State leads by 14 points. They ended the half on a 19-6 run, and they're shooting 48% from deep. And back courtside with former Villanova head coach Steve Lapis, I'm Andrew Catalan. We'll hear from Evan Washburn coming up. Pretty dominant first half by the top seed here.
This is what you call a team playing like they're on a mission. They played as one on both ends of the floor. On the offensive end of the floor, they shared the ball. They only had 4 turnovers. And on the defensive end, the way you can tell a team's doing that is somebody would make a mistake, somebody would be there to make up for it. So they are on a string right now on both ends of the floor. And Armouche set a big tone inside the lane. Besides the fact that he's got 12 points, he's got 8 rebounds. And then Kijab, 15 points in the first half. Those two guys have wreaked all kinds of havoc on Wyoming.
They have stepped up their game tonight, brought to you by Werner Ladder, and we send it over to Evan.
Hey, Andrew, just spoke with Jeff Linder, and he said we just have to match Boise State's intensity. It's a bunch of fifth-year seniors out there. The mascot's ready to go as well. He says it's not about X's and O's. It's about playing harder. Guys, let's keep an eye on Marcus Shaver Jr. for Boise State. Suffered what appeared to be a right leg injury late in that first half, was stretching it out, got a little treatment with the athletic training staff, but is back out there to start the second half, which is always a good sign.
Incredible focus with Buster, the Bronco, trying to distract you during your live report.
Guys, I feel like I've been through a few rounds here, whether it be coaches or mascots, so I'm all ready for the second half.
Yeah,
Let's go.
You've been through a lot, Evan.
You've had a rough night, there's no doubt.
You got another game to go,
I
too.
need extra leg room tomorrow, Lap.
Yeah, well, you. All right, let's watch the game. No, but you know what? He's right. Jeff Linder's 100% right. They've got to match the intensity. This Boise State team, like I said, on a mission.
Foul on Kijab.
And when you're playing on a mission, you're playing with extra intensity, and that's what they have to bring. And when you're physical like Boise State, all these big, strong bodies, it makes it that much tougher.
4 times this year, Wyoming has come back from being down at the half to win. And they're going to need to get that 3-point shooting going. They're now 2 of 13 from deep.
Yeah, the way Wyoming wants to play, they want to get the ball in the post, draw double teams, kick it out on the perimeter to DeSalle and Jeffries and Odin, and those guys make threes. But right now, they haven't gotten the ball into the post as much as they normally do. Give Boise State's defense credit.
Armouche with a dozen in the first half.
And, you know, they should go at Ike because he's got 2 fouls. He cannot get that third one now.
As Evan reported, good to see Shaver back out there, but he turns it over.
That was really good help that time by Wyoming.
Maldonado bounces it to Ike. Missed it in tight. And Armouche with the rebound.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't miss those. 52% on the season.
One more rebound will give Armouche his 4th double-double of the year. Kijab from the outside. He's got 18 points, and he's tied a career high. That's his 4th three-pointer. Maldonado right down the lane, and they needed that. 7 points for Hunter Maldonado. Boise State patiently setting up its offense as they try to advance to the Mountain West Tournament Championship game for the first time in program history.
And they have been very patient this entire game.
Maldonado for 3. That's just his 19th 3 of the year.
That's always a bonus when he makes one of those.
Five straight points for the Cowboys. Kijab behind the back and an offensive foul against Armouche.
Good play by Ike. Ike did a good job of stepping in and taking this charge. Holds his ground. Good defense.
Second foul on Mladen Armouche. Maldonado trying to get to the hoop again. And now Ike has it back to Maldonado. Maldonado again for three. And in the corner, Ducell tracks it down.
You know, here's the thing, Andrew. Maldonado's used to be, he's 6'7". He's used to being much bigger than the guys guarding him, but Acott and Kijab are the same size, so he's not able to get in there and do what he normally does.
That's a great point. 5 to shoot. Jeffries for three. Way off, was looking for a foul, and now a flop warning is called on Jeffries. And Jeff Linder thinks it was a foul. You see Jeffries goes to the deck here.
I don't know if it was a flop. It wasn't a foul. Well, it's close. You got to let the shooter come down. It's close. Certainly not a flop.
Out of bounds to Wyoming. Kind of a bumpy start to this second half. The lead is 12 for the Broncos.
Let's face it, Ike and Maldonado are such dominant and guys that need to be in the offense for Wyoming. If you take one of those guys out, it's tough for them. And right now, Maldonado's they're not shooting any free throws either.
And Jeffries is fouled shooting the three. So he was looking for the call last time down the floor, and this time he gets it.
Yeah, that's a foul. You got to let him come down. Absolutely, you got to protect the shooter. Now, they've only taken 2 free throws in this game till now. They normally average 15 makes a game. So Boise State not only is playing great defense, they're playing great defense without fouling.
Yeah, yesterday against UNLV, Wyoming was 15 of 17 from the free throw line. Jeffries, the transfer from Indian Hills Community College. Winner ladder, proud title sponsor of the Naismith Coach of the Year Award. Join us over Final Four weekend as we highlight this year's winners right here on CBS Sports Network. Armouche saves it. But a 10-point game. Najee Smith had a real nice first half for Boise State with 8 points. He's on the floor right now in the corner. Rice, deep three. And the rebound grabbed by Maldonado. 7-0 run for Wyoming. Ike trying to add to it. Spins on Armouche. Ike off the side of the backboard.
Armouche is not giving up any ground to him.
Double-double for Armouche. 12 points, 11 rebounds. Armouche off glass for 2. What a night for Armouche.
He has a very soft touch around the basket. Makes all his layups.
He's made all his shots today. He's 6 for 6 on the night and 2 for 2 at the line. And we have a whistle away from the ball, and will take us to a timeout. Oh, Evan's in a battle tonight. Boxing out down low. Abu Kijab, member of the second team All Mountain West, and he's playing like it tonight.
Yeah, 18 points in the game, 4 out of 6 from the three-point line, and he's a 28% three-point shooter on the season. Last night it was Acott, tonight it's Kijab. One guy plays the point one time, one guy plays the point another time. I mean, talk about 2 interchangeable guys that can also play really good defense. Really good player.
Transfer from Oregon, spent 1.5 seasons with the Ducks, scored his 1,000th career collegiate point earlier this year in this building against UNLV.
And also all defense in the Mountain West.
Ike into double figures, he's got 10.
If he can get to that right shoulder, he can make good things happen. That's what he did that time.
Oh, and Ike reaches in, and he's whistled for the foul. That's his 3rd.
Yeah, he's got to come out. I mean, you're down 10. Tough position for Jeff Linder here.
Wow, he's keeping him out there.
Keeping him in.
For Boise State, you got to go right at him, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The problem for him is, though, he can get a lot of offensive fouls, but you're down 12. I probably would have taken him out for a couple minutes to see what happens, but I can understand Jeff Linder keeping him in the game. I can.
Meanwhile, Najee Smith now in double figures for just the 6th time this year. He's got 10 points. Ducell, deep three. Not going down for Wyoming. And a foul called on the rebound against Wenzel.
I'm telling you, the post defense, Andrew, has been really good for Boise State. That time they were fronting three-quarter and EK. They wanted to throw him the ball, and they couldn't. Armouche is doing a tremendous job on both ends of the floor.
Wyoming is 3 of 17 from beyond the arc.
Because they're not getting the threes they normally get. They're getting threes off the dribble. They're not getting those kick-out threes that they normally get off their post players. Yeah, if this team doesn't get it inside, they struggle.
Hijab creates the turnover with the steal. Hijab goes in and he's fouled. Oh, no, Wenzel came down hard. Oh, man. And Wenzel slow to get up. He hit the deck hard.
Yeah, he's chasing from behind. Yeah.
Went up to grab onto the rim.
Should have hung on to it.
Yeah. Couldn't get his...
Couldn't.
He tried. You see how hard he came down.
Yeah, he tried to hang on to the rim to prevent that.
And he is hobbling back to the Wyoming bench. The sophomore from San Antonio, Texas. Transfer from Utah. He joined Wyoming midway through last year and had to redshirt. Hit clutch free throws yesterday with 3 seconds left to put Wyoming up 3 against UNLV, and then they held on. That last second shot attempt by Bryce Hamilton would not go.
But how about that defensive play that Hijab made here for the steal?
You said it, all defensive team in the Mountain West, and showing why. We spoke to Leon Rice a couple of times this week, but when we met with him yesterday, he was telling us just how competitive his team is. Now, you say, well, yeah, they're college basketball players, but his team is so hungry to win every game, and you could sense that intensity that they have tonight. Look, it's not a must-win game for Boise State, but they want to go out there and prove to everyone that they are the best team in the Mountain West, and they want to win that Mountain West Tournament Championship for the first time in program history.
Oh, they're playing like a team on a mission right now. They're not giving in an inch. Oh, that was a travel. Got it.
And it's called.
Yeah, it's got to be travel.
Turnover number 8 committed by the Cowboys.
And he's got to be careful. He'd rather a travel than a charge.
And Linder in a tough spot, as you pointed out. He's got to keep him out there with this big deficit.
There's such a drop-off, and he's such a vital guy in everything they do. That's a bad pass.
Maldonado comes the other way with Armouche back. Maldonado and the foul.
Yeah, I think if you're Armouche there, you just got to let him go. Now, I know they're saying that he didn't foul him, but I think he put the body right there. That's a foul.
Second foul against Armouche, and Maldonado has a chance at a three-point play. He's got 12 points, 7 rebounds tonight to go along with 4 steals.
That's one of those fouls. Either you got to back away completely or you got to nail him. Not flagrant nail him, but you got to nail him.
Acott, big night yesterday, quiet so far tonight, but he brings the Boise State fans off their seats. That's his first bucket And Kellen Moore approves.
They're a team of tough matchups because of their size on the wings.
Odin! Oh, he missed it! Man, was that a quick first step by Odin, but he could not throw it down. Armoose lost it going up, poked away, and a foul is called. Look at Odin go up. I don't think Smith got a hand on that one.
No, I don't think so. He should have been able to dunk that.
Second foul called on Noah Reynolds on the other end.
Little
Maybe.
small piece.
Okay.
Very small piece. Not enough where he should have dunked it.
Armoose, a 42% free throw shooter, but he's 3 for 3 tonight.
Yeah, this is an area where Boise State has to be careful. They've made them when they've needed to, but they're a 65% free throw shooting team this year. Over 300 in the nation.
Yeah, bottom of the barrel in free throw shooting. Last 14 games, bit better at 73%. And Armoose is 4 out of 4.
Yeah, I mean, if Wyoming doesn't get stops.
Wow, Ike collided with Kijab at midcourt. Could have been a foul on Ike. Maldonado, three is short. Maldonado goes to the floor to track it down. Reynolds was out of bounds. How about Ike at midcourt here?
Well, this used to drive me nuts. Whoever is guarding Ike has to be at least telling Kijab that he's there. I mean, it used to drive me nuts. I would tell a guy, if that happened to us, I say, you want your teammate to get hurt? Is that what you're trying to do? You got to talk and tell him the guy's there. And Kijab got nailed. Look at Smith. I mean, he's been really good in this game.
Before the shot, a foul is called against Wyoming. Goes on Odin. That's his second. Each team with 5 fouls here in the second half. Rice comes off a screen and puts it up off glass for 2. First bucket tonight for Max Rice.
Came off the double screen on the out-of-bounds play.
Maldonado thought about a 3. He's 1 for 6 from deep tonight.
Hey, if you're Leon Rice, you want to see him shoot more threes.
Jeffries will shoot a 3. It's good. Second 3 for Drake Jeffries. Ooh, collision, Kijab and Jeffries. And who'd they get? I think they got Kijab.
Yeah. Leon Rice thought it was a flop, but I didn't think so.
Physical game here, Wyoming and Boise State. You're watching Bracket Week presented by Kubota.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Werner, the official ladder of NCAA March Madness.
Back in Vegas, Boise State up by 14 on Wyoming. Winner of this one will take on the winner of our nightcap on CBS Sports Network between Colorado State and San Diego State. And then the championship game is tomorrow at 6 Eastern time on CBS. And there's the crew that'll bring it to you. From left to right, Dan Bonner, Kevin Harlan, producer Ken Mack. They'll have it for you tomorrow on CBS. Our producer tonight is Jonathan Siegel, director Andy Goldberg. Entire crew here in Vegas, and Boise State trying to get to 26-7 on the year. Maldonado is fouled. Let's go over to Evan.
Well, guys, we saw Brendan Wenzel take that pretty nasty fall about the 14-minute mark, landed really hard on his back. He's been spending a lot of time, as you can see right now, with that athletic training staff, stretching out the left leg. He's walking with a noticeable limp. This is a team that is not very deep. Foul trouble becomes the storyline down the stretch. Wenzel's absence could be an impact.
Yeah, good point, Evan. They only go 8 deep, really. Wenzel, one of the 3 that come off the bench primarily.
Yet he's one of those guys that can knock out some threes. But the bottom line is they have not been able to stop Boise State.
And now Wenzel still trying to shake it off as we approach 11 minutes to go in the second half. Rice inside, off the front of the rim, gets his own miss and sends it back out. Acott tries to save it, he does.
Good save. They only got 10 on the shot clock.
Acott, step back, pretty.
I'm telling you, Andrew, those 2 guys, they're tough to guard. Mid-range, they make threes.
2 years at Arizona, now in his 2nd season with Boise State. Odin trying to answer, he cannot.
All right, now it's Acott's turn.
Midway through the second half. Armouche gets it to Acott, defended by Ducell. 7 to shoot. Acott, pure.
What I tell you?
How do you stop that?
They're taking turns.
Acott 3 for 3 in the second half.
I'm telling you, they're big. They can both handle. They both can drive, and they can shoot threes. Even though Kijab shoot a little better than he normally does. Good defense, too.
And a foul will go against Maldonado.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call.
Maldonado with 5 assists yesterday passed Sean Dent as the all-time leader in school history in assists. He's 9th in school history in scoring, and he moved into 5th place in school history in steals tonight. So one of the all-time greats at Wyoming.
I mean, he's got 15 points in the game, but it's not the normal way that he gets them. That's the problem for Wyoming right now.
Shaver bounces it to Armouche with the shot clock at 4. Armouche took too many steps. Tenth turnover tonight by Boise State. Linder kept EK out there, but he hasn't done much in the last few minutes.
They haven't been able to get it to him. I mean, Armouche is doing an unbelievable job of not letting him catch the ball where he wants. And let's face it, Boise State's holding them to 38 grade. There it is again.
Wow, steal by Armouche. Look at him run the floor.
I mean, they're just not letting EK get the ball.
Using some clock here. Acott locates Kijab for 3. Almost, and then knocked out of bounds. It'll be Wyoming basketball. Well, tomorrow, 5:30 Eastern, bracket week continues on CBS Sports Network with the CUSA Women's Championship game live from Frisco, Texas. Charlotte and Louisiana Tech coming your way tomorrow on CBS Sports Network. Odin spinning. And a foul is called. It's going to go on Degenhart. And it will be a 1-and-1, 2 shots for Wyoming.
I guess it was on the way up, huh?
Yeah. Odin misses, 75% free throw shooter, Chicago native. Had 13 in Boise against Wyoming earlier this year.
Some colorful sneakers he has on. Wow.
16-point Boise State lead.
And really, Shaver has done nothing in this game.
Just thinking the same thing. He's got 2 points and 3 turnovers tonight. Acott, not this time. Loose ball scramble, and Maldonado scoops it up with 7:40 to go. The time is now for Wyoming. They got to make a move.
Arbouche is doing an unbelievable job. Look at that, turn it over.
12th turnover by the Cowboys. And with 7.5 to go, they're feeling it.
Yeah, Boise playing both ends of the floor. Acott, key jab, up 16 over the Wyoming Cowboys.
Boise State up by 16. Our Jerry Palm has been very busy the last couple of weeks. This is what he has right now. Our bracketologist, last 4 in on the left, first 4 out on the right. What does a Wyoming loss mean to you tonight, Steve?
I'll be honest with you. If, in fact, this is right, and Jerry Palm is right a lot of the time, I don't think a loss to Boise State is going to send them out. If they were in the last 4 in, I'd say possible. Now, they're not happy that Texas A&M beat Auburn today. They won't be happy if Oklahoma wins their game. They won't be happy if Virginia Tech has beaten North Carolina pretty good, because those are teams that weren't going to be in the tournament. Now, 3 teams get in, and if Davidson doesn't win the Atlantic 10, now it's 4 teams. Now you got to start worrying there.
And Jeff Linder said earlier this week, you don't want to put your fate in someone else's hands. Go out there and win the conference tournament. But that said, with the body of work that they have this year, he felt pretty confident they'd be in.
Hey, I'll never forget, we were the first team out one year, and what happened was St. Louis, I'll never forget, Lorenzo Romar was the coach. They were playing Cincinnati, who was #1 in the country, and Kenyon Martin broke his leg, and they end up winning the conference tournament. And we end up out, and they were like the 8th seed in Conference USA. Let me tell you, I got some memories seared into my brain.
Jeffries with the 3, and he's had a nice second half here, trying to keep Wyoming in it. Kenyon Martin getting a shout out here tonight.
Yeah. I can't believe it. And St. Louis won. Never forget that one.
We can tell. Key jab misses and then commits the foul. And the Wyoming fans are starting to stir here at the Thomas and Mack Center.
Yeah, that's a really bad foul. Now you're going 94 feet. They're going to shoot free throws.
3rd foul committed by Key jab.
Right, when you're up 13, you want to make them come down and have to work for every shot. They score, but make them use some clock.
It'll be a 1-and-1 for Xavier Dussel. Missed it, but it's grabbed by Odin.
Let's see if they can get the ball into Ike.
We haven't called his name in a long time.
No, he hasn't taken a shot because he hasn't touched it.
He's got it here.
It's hard to take shots if you don't touch it, especially he's got to touch it where he wants it.
Jeffries another 3. Heating up! That's his 4th 3.
Number 22 in the nation in three-point percentage. Tough shot there.
Shaver can't answer, rebounded by Odin.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
The lead is 10, and the Cowboy fans are making some noise. Jeffries wanted to put it up again.
Yeah, Shaver was
was
there.
right there. Odin lost it going up, and Armouche is able to clear.
Yeah, that was a great closeout by Shaver.
And it's Wyoming basketball. And a timeout called by Leon Rice. He wants to settle things down. With 5:26 to go, the lead is 10. Boise State's lead is down to 10, and it's time now for Pound for Pound, brought to you by Rogue Fitness. And how about the muscle that Mladen has shown tonight?
Boy, he's been unbelievable. He started the game great. 16 points he has, 11 rebounds. He's been a real force inside that lane for Boise State tonight. And then Drake Jeffries knocking out threes. He has really kept Wyoming in this game in the second half because they haven't been able to get the ball inside to Graham Ike at all.
4 threes for Jeffries tonight. He has passed Jason McManaman for 4th on the single season school record list. He's got 93 threes this year.
And here comes some pressure from Boise State.
Broncos have had a double-digit lead since there was 1:35 left in the first half. Wyoming has a chance to get it down to single digits here. Jeffries, another 3, is way short. And a loose ball rebound. Boise State has it. Oh, and the Cowboys bench is furious. They thought that Smith was out of bounds.
You want to get Acott or Kejab in one of those little post-ups they do.
Shot clock down to 7.
Got to go.
Acott goes at Dussel, trying to go around him, and he hits.
I'm telling you, these guys can pull up in the lane with the best of them.
Timeout called by Wyoming. Big shot for Emmanuel Acott. He's got 8 points tonight for the Broncos. Back in Vegas, coming up next, Inside College Basketball Crew talks all things conference tournaments as they break down matchups, highlights, and projections as bracket week continues here on CBS Sports Network. Barrelman trying to rally the Cowboys, but the Broncos and their fans had the lead throughout the night. Right now it's 12.
Barrelman was stumping us for some TV time before we came
into our crew dinner and was telling Evan that he should be up in the stands interviewing him. And Barrelman did have a great line. He said, "It's pretty easy to find me in the stands."
He did say that.
I think I got enough of Barrelman about 2 years ago. He's more of a visual, as I learned. Great fan.
Had a lot of obstacles here so far this week, Evan.
Well, it's do or die time for Wyoming. They got to get something going here.
Maldonado for 3, it won't go.
I mean, Maldonado has attempted 7 three-point shots. That's a big number for him, and that speaks to Boise State's defense.
And Steve, Ike has not scored since the 15-12 mark of the second half. He pokes that one away and creates the turnover. Oh, they tried to feed it in, and Armouche is there again.
Let me tell you something. His defense, he has been about, you know, you don't want to defend a guy like Ike when he catches the ball. The best thing is to not let him touch it, and that's what Armouche is doing.
4 steals tonight.
You can't score if you can't touch the ball.
3:20 to go. Aycott steps into a three. He was looking for the foul. Ducell was defending him and no call.
Take a look at Armouche here. The ball's going to go to the wing. Okay, we can run it from there. And now, stop it. Look how he fights to get to the other side to get that steal. That was really, really good.
Oh, no. Odin
Can't move.
big mistake there. Turnover number 16 by Wyoming. Second straight game with at least 15 turnovers. It's 17 against UNLV yesterday.
And the Boise State bench has really helped a lot in this game.
12 points rather off the bench for Boise State to just 3 for Wyoming. Shot clock at 3. Kejap puts it up. Follows his shot, almost had the rebound, but Ducell able to secure it. Inside 3 to go.
Maldonado played great defense that time on Kejap.
Smith got a hand on that one, but it goes out of bounds. Najee Smith has been a bolt of energy for Boise State tonight. 10 points, 3 rebounds for Najee Smith. Ike draws the double around Armouche and finally has a basket.
Yeah, I mean, they let him go. They didn't double him, which at this point in the game, I wouldn't double him either because you really don't want to give up threes at this point.
Boise State's been very patient offensively tonight.
They don't rush. They play like a veteran team.
Smith, corner 3. Jeffries the rebound. 2 minutes to go. Kejap poked it away, but right to Ike. Ike counted it 1! And Wyoming is alive with 1:53 to go.
Yeah, that time they looked like they wanted to bring the double at him. You see Smith just kind of lunge at it, though. You got to kind of contain him there if you're going to double him and not let him step around you.
Third foul on Armouche. Ike has 14 points tonight and a chance for one more at the line.
Well, the good news for Wyoming is they're in a situation now where they don't have to foul. They just got to play solid defense.
First time this half, they've cut it down to single digits. Seven-point game. Aycott trapped in the corner, and he calls timeout. Good defense by Wyoming. Broncos have 1 timeout remaining. Don't forget, coming up next, a 2-3 matchup as Colorado State takes on San Diego State with the championship game set for tomorrow on CBS. All right, you said it, Steve, but Wyoming is in a position where they don't have to foul right now.
And the other thing is, here's a test when you don't have a true point guard. And yesterday, when UNLV pressured, when Nevada pressured Boise State in the backcourt, full court, they struggled a little bit because they don't have that guy. Aycott and Kejap are kind of like by committee point guards. Now here comes that full court pressure. They had to call timeout there. Let's see what happens.
Good scene here in Vegas right now. Good atmosphere for the first semifinal of the night. Maldonado almost picked it off. Shaver in trouble, gets rid of it to Aycott.
Better get it up.
Shaver takes his time. Oh, did they call it? Oh, they called a foul. They call a foul on Ducell.
Wow, that's a bad foul. I don't think it was a 10-second violation. I thought he got the ball up in time.
I agree with you, but let's take another look.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough place to take the ball out, and Maldonado had a beat on that one.
Oh, Dussel grabbed his
It's a
arm.
foul.
Yeah.
I don't know why he grabbed him. What, he thought it was a 10-second violation? I have no idea what that was.
Now, yesterday, Shaver was phenomenal at the line, 9 out of 10. 1-1 here. Najee Smith hops off the bench for Leon Rice. And he's going to come in if Shaver makes this free throw.
He likes having the little bit bigger guy in the game defensively. And I don't know what Shaver, you know, we talked about him with that leg. If it hinders him at all on defense.
Also been sick. We pointed that out this week as well. One out of 2, and the rebound to Odin.
Enough time.
Maldonado locates Jeffries, sends it inside. Ike counted and one.
Oh, wow.
Ike thinks they called him for an offensive foul,
I thought it was an offensive foul.
but instead it goes against Boise State.
Let's see here. He's there.
And watch Ike's reaction. He thinks that he got whistled for it.
Oh, wow. He was there.
See, he's looking at the official saying, wait a minute, what happened?
I think that's a charge.
Instead, Aycock called for his second. Ike makes the free throw, and we've got a 5-point game.
And now handling this pressure. Let's see.
That didn't have to foul. Instead, it will go against Odin.
I mean, they had him in the corner there. You got to keep your legs together and hold him into that trap. The one thing you don't want to do is get split or foul in that situation.
It'll be a 1-1 again for Shaver. 2 years at Portland to begin his collegiate career, and then a redshirt season now in his second year on the court with Boise State. Clutch. Trying to make it a 3-possession game. He cannot. 1:25 to play.
Now you just got to attack and look for Graham Ike.
Jeffries is trying to get free too. He's been the hot man from deep tonight. Maldonado attacking. Scoop shot, no. Ike's follow, no. Armouche with the rebound. And a foul committed by Odin.
That's a good foul. Because Armouche is not, even though he's made free throws tonight, not a good free throw shooter. I thought Maldonado should have shot that on this side of the basket. He goes to the other side. He should have shot it on the right side, and I think he'd have had a basket.
What a night for Armouche. 16 points, 13 rebounds. And he is 4 for 4 at the line. As we pointed out earlier, just a 42% free throw shooter. And Wyoming will call timeout. 1:05 to play.
Well, that's a good timeout. You know, you really need Armouche to miss these. He's not a good free throw shooter. Give him a little time, think about it.
Armouche had a career-high 19 rebounds earlier this year in a game at Utah State back in January. 13 tonight. A game reset for you, each team with 1 timeout remaining.
You got to make sure, either way, you got to push this ball up, probably take it to the basket, because you know Leon Rice is telling his guys right now, listen, the one thing we don't want to do is foul.
San Diego State waiting to take the court. They'll take on Colorado State coming up next here, late night in the Mountain West. It'll be a 1-1 for Armouche. after the timeout. Here's the Mountain West Player of the Year, David Roddy. San Diego State and Colorado State split 2 meetings this year, just like this series between Wyoming and Boise State, each team winning at home.
You know, this is the kind of situation, too, if you go into Ike, are they going to double him? I mean, the way now all of a sudden he's asserted himself the last few minutes, maybe that opens up a three-point shooter.
1-and-1. Armouche misses, and the rebound to Ike.
That was a really good foul on Armouche with a minute to go when he got that rebound.
Maldonado attacking and scoring. 4-point lead.
And you know, in that situation, it's always good to go to the basket because the other team that's ahead is saying, don't foul. And here's that pressure again.
Acott to Shaver. Shaver brings it across, and he is fouled by Maldonado.
You really didn't need to foul there. Again, you could have got the ball back with 26 seconds to go down 4. I'd rather do that.
Yeah, to your point, if Armouche had it, maybe you foul him.
Different story.
But Shaver has proven yesterday that he's been clutch at the line, although 2 for 4 tonight. And now it's 2 shots for Boise State the rest of the way.
Yeah, I don't know if Jeff Lindner wanted to foul there. I don't think so. Now, if you're Wyoming, do the same thing. Get Maldonado to just take it right away.
Shaver comes up big, 62-56. Maldonado locates Odin. Odin drives and scores off glass.
I'm surprised they're not using their last timeout. Is the pressure again. Oh, he's close.
And Kijab calls timeout. That's the final one for Boise State.
I'm telling you, Andrew, for 2 days they've looked shaky against this kind of pressure. And Kijab and Acott, they've done a great job all year kind of sharing those duties, but neither guy is a pure point guard by any means.
Another look at Kijab trying to get it in. Odin with him every step of the way.
Yeah, and guys really were not working hard to get free. And you got to try your best not to throw the ball into those corners.
So now 42 seconds left. You got to foul if you're Wyoming now, I would assume. Because down 4 if you take it down to 12 seconds.
Well, you know, it's kind of close. It's kind of no man's land. I would say yes. Some people would just play it and try to get the ball back down 4, score quickly, down 2, 8 seconds to go, foul. I think in this situation you have to foul. But then again, you're playing against a team that you think is really shaky against pressure. So do you wait till the ball comes up to the front court and foul, or do you foul right away in the back court? You probably have enough time to run a trap or 2 and then foul.
And then foul. And Leon Rice is not sending Armouche out there.
Yeah.
He's a 42% free throw shooter.
Yeah, but you got the ball. You don't need a rebound now. You don't need defense on Ike. You need to just get the ball up and get fouled and make some free throws.
It'll be Max Rice to inbound. They get it to Degenhart. Back to Rice.
Now they're going to foul.
And they foul Acott with 36 seconds to go. He's a 59% free throw shooter, so with the guys that were on the floor right there for Boise State, that was the right guy to foul if you go by the numbers.
Well, here's the test for Boise State. As we've said before, not a good free throw shooting team. .65%. They got a guy at the line who's not a good free throw shooter.
Number 340 in the country. And Acott sinks it. One more coming for the senior from Winnipeg. Big free throws from Emmanuel Acott.
2 big ones.
6-point game as we approach 30 seconds to play. Jeffries left alone for 3. Good!
They should call timeout. They still got that 1 timeout left.
Shot clock turned off. 3-point game.
Oh, you got to trap.
Degenhardt in trouble. Gets it to Shaver.
Now you got to foul.
Well, Maldonado has 4 fouls, and he didn't want to foul. Wow, that's the 5th on Maldonado.
Yeah, he didn't want to do that.
And he was well aware of it, too. You can see that he does not want to foul here.
But he did.
Wow, what a big loss for Wyoming.
I mean, he should have known better to stay away. Or maybe in the pressure, you put him back, put somebody else up front that you want to foul that quickly.
So Maldonado is done. 17 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals. And he'll have to watch the rest of the game.
Yeah, not having him out there, huge.
Jeffries having a night, 17 points, 14 of them here in the second half. He's got 5 threes for the evening as Shaver goes to the line, trying to make it a 2-possession game. Misses the first. As you pointed out, Steve, Wyoming still has the 1 timeout remaining.
Yeah, and they don't need a 3 here. Obviously, if you get a good one for either Ducell or Jeffries, you're going to take it. But not having Maldonado to take it to the basket is big.
Shaver makes it. A 4-point game. Noah Reynolds has come on, and he'll call the timeout. And it looks like Jeff Linder didn't want that timeout.
Yeah, I don't know why you call timeout there. You know, I think you need it after you score to set up your pressure. I think what this does, it allows a really good defensive team in Boise State to set up their defense.
By the way Linder reacted, it didn't appear that he wanted the freshman Reynolds to call timeout.
No.
And it was Reynolds bringing the ball up the floor where it usually would be Maldonado.
Exactly. I mean, that was a big loss and a big mistake by Maldonado in that situation. The foul. It's not like there were 6 seconds to go where you say, well, it doesn't matter. I got to foul now or we're going to lose the game. They had enough time for somebody else to foul.
Armouche is back on the floor for Boise State.
Yeah, it also gives them time to bring Armouche back in the game.
It'll be Reynolds to inbound.
Especially when you're in position where 1 rebound, you can win this game.
EK trying to get to the basket. EK, no, and the rebound grabbed by Acott.
And, well, he missed an easy one there.
Big rebound by Emmanuel Acott.
You know, you got to give Boise State credit. They got the ball where they wanted it in that situation. Just didn't get it, didn't make it. But Armouche was tough defensively.
Here's see what Boise State has done at the line tonight. 15 out of 19 for a team that has struggled mightily this year. And down the stretch, they've made 7 of 11. Points and 6 assists for Emmanuel Acott tonight. Misses. EK the rebound.
You just don't want to foul now.
Got to go quick. Reynolds steps into a 3. No good. Rebound. Key jab with 4. And Kejab will lay it in. And for the first time in school history, Boise State is going to the Mountain West Championship game. Broncos had been 0-3 all time in the Mountain West Conference Tournament semifinals, but they get over the hump tonight. And Boise State, with a school record 26th win of the year, will play for the title tomorrow, 6 o'clock Eastern on CBS.
Very impressive win for them, I thought, tonight. They played well on both ends. They give Wyoming credit. I thought they were dead in the water, and they just kept coming and coming and didn't give up. They're a good team. Hopefully they'll be in the NCAA tournament. I think they will. But Boise State, chance to play for the title tomorrow, well deserved. They were a team on a mission tonight. They played like it.
Give Leon Rice some credit because he's had some tough moments in this conference tournament over the years. And to get his team into the championship game is a big one for Rice and the Broncos as we send it over to Evan.
Andrew here with Abu Kejab. You got this thing going offensively in the first half. You sealed it there with that final lay-in. How'd you guys win this game?
Defense and rebounding. Defense and rebounding, a lot of effort. That's who we are, and that's who we're going to continue to be. And in tournaments like these, that's what you need to get those wins.
You guys have pretty much sealed up a spot in that next week's NCAA tournament. But what's it mean to get this program to its first Mountain West Conference Championship game?
It means a lot. We haven't done it yet, and it's going to be our first time, and very excited. And we're still going to take it day by day, possession by possession, and everything will take care of itself.
Day by day is tomorrow in a championship game. How's that sound?
Amazing. I can't wait. I can't wait.
See you then.
Thank you, brother.
Great night for Kejab, 22 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. He also had 3 steals. Boise State wins 68-61. For Steve, Evan, our entire crew, I'm Andrew Catalan. We will be back very soon with semifinal number 2 between San Diego State and Colorado State. But right now, we'll send you back to New York for Inside College Basketball Bracket Week presented by Kubota. Adam and the gang standing by.
All right, Andrew, thank you very much, and welcome back inside our New York studios. Adam Zucker alongside Wally Zerbiak, Chris Walker, John Rothstein. Boise State avoiding the 1-seed pitfall that has been spreading around college basketball today. They hold on. They've now won 23 of their last 26. Wyoming's going to have to watch for a couple nights, root against all those potential bid stealers. We've seen a couple go down in the last few minutes. We're going to go around the country shortly here. But, man, Boise State had to break the press quite a few times to hold on and move on.
They did. That game got close at the end, but they did what they needed to do. Mladen Armouche was huge. The way he defended Graham Ike, monster double-double with 16 points, 13 boards. I really like this team. I really do. I think this team can win a couple games in the NCAA tournament.
Your tie and colors match Boise State. Was that planned or no?
No.
All right, just curious. But, it's interesting because Boise State had a dynamic talent last year in Derek Alston Jr., really intriguing player. And after he leaves, the breakthrough season happens. Remember, Leon Rice has been to the NCAA tournament at Boise State. He has never won an NCAA tournament game. That could change this year.
That certainly could change. And I'll say this about the Mountain West. Look at the quarterfinals, now look at the semifinals, and we got another really good semifinal game. If they're on Selection Sunday, if they're the name that they're called next to you, you should worry because what they're good at is playing in the mud. They're great at playing slow pace of play, which happens in NCAA tournament games. And they're tough teams those 4 teams that are getting in are 4 of the best defensive teams in the country. So I'm telling you right now, they have really good coaches. Anything could happen. The Mountain West could be the one team that John says this is March about.
Yeah, and that's
one
good.
team.
And that's good to know.
The one league, I mean.
And Boise State also has never won the Mountain West Championship.
Yes.
They won it in the WAC, but they're looking to get that banner for the first time. And as Chris mentioned, we got another good one on the way, tipping off at 12:19 a.m. But in Vegas, who keeps track of time? And it is the second of our Mountain West semis featuring 3-seed San Diego State and 2-seed Colorado State. The Aztecs are looking for their second straight Mountain West tournament title, and they've been hot lately as well. They've won 5 straight and 10 of 11. The Rams projected by Jerry Palm to be a 6 seed, their highest ever in the NCAA tournament. If it holds, they're going to need another big one from the guy, Chris Walker himself named Big Body David Roddy, to get the W tonight. And so what do you see happening in this one?
Look, first of all, I appreciate the love. Thank you very much.
Wait, credit.
Hey, you came up with that name.
Thank you very much. But I'll tell you this, though. I love Colorado State. They score the ball. Nico Medved's done a tremendous job with this team, one of the best offensive teams in the country, and they have a superstar. But they're playing against a very good defensive team, one of the best in the country as well. They got a star in Matt Bradley, and I'm telling you right now, they've been the class of that league. It's hard for me to pick against San Diego State.
Big bodies think alike over there. That's where
right.
that name came from.
Oh, what happened? What? We've been inside all winter. What do you come on? What?
Strong, let's say.
Skinny guy over here.
He can take it. No doubt he can't take it. Yeah,
No, this is going to be a really fun game. San Diego State was inept on offense last night. They're going to have to score the basketball tonight against Colorado State, and we'll see if they can lock up big body David Roddy.
Well, it's interesting, too, because in the first meeting between these two teams, Colorado State was coming off a long COVID pause. San Diego State dominated the game at Viejas Arena. San Diego State then took Colorado State to the wire in Fort Collins. This is the rubber match. And, you know, Ric Flair, the legendary professional wrestler, once said, to be the man, you've got to beat the man. San Diego State has been the flagship program in the Mountain West. Colorado looks more equipped for a long NCAA tournament run. Adam, to be the man, you've got to beat the man.
Thank you. Yeah, so the Rams will try to do that, and we are going to be checking in on all the other action around the country, including Colorado, who you mentioned. But with you, Inside College Basketball Bracket Week presented by Kubota until tip-off between the Aztecs and the Rams in Vegas, 12:19 a.m.